Hey, if you're scratching your head wondering why you can't get to the next level in real estate, well, guess what, my friend? You found the right video. Daniel, please cue in that intro. Hey, how's it going, friend? Juan Pablo here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now, on this channel, if you're new, we like to focus on three things. And these are the three pillars to financial freedom, which are personal finance, that relates to credit repair. We also like to discuss funding, having a repeatable source of investment capital. And last and certainly not least, real estate investing. And we like to focus on multi-units and multi-family properties. So again, if you're new, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and if you have a friend who could potentially receive value from this, share it with them. So that way you guys can hold each other as accountability partners. But when you like and subscribe to this channel, the algorithm, right, it does this thing to make sure it provides you with additional videos. So that way these additional videos can assist you towards becoming financially free. So without further ado, let's dive into the topic. All right, let's discuss the first thing. The reason why you're not able to get to the level you want to get to at real estate, even if you tried, you put in action and so forth, and you just fell short, the reason is because of your mindset, right? And the mindset is this, and I want to break it down to three separate areas, right? And of course, there's other reasons why you might not be able to get to the level you want to get to. You could say your credit, you could say capital, you could say you don't have a mentor or a support group or whatever. But what I want to get to on this video is more so mindset related things. So I'm going to talk about three things that relate to that mindset as to why you can't scale up to the next level. Now the first thing is this, and you might be thinking, well, I know I am a positive thinker. You know, I read books about positive thinking and self-help, personal development, and so forth. Okay, great. You might have a positive thinking mindset, but what about a positive feeling mindset? What do I mean by that? Well, I actually fell victim of this, right? I would do affirmations, I would read things, I would visualize, and I would do all these things just to make sure I was in a positive frame of mind. Positive thinking, in other words. However, what I neglected to do was incorporate feelings and emotion to those affirmations. Feelings and emotion to those visualizations. Feeling emotions to the thoughts that I had that related to getting to that next level in real estate. Because if you don't incorporate emotions, if you don't emotionalize it, then you're not going to attract it. So yes, you probably guessed it. Is he talking about that law of attraction stuff? Yeah, I am, sort of, right? But the emotions, the feelings is somewhat similar to a magnet that draws things to you. So when you emotionalize your dreams, your goals, your desires, your passions on a consistent basis, in addition to thinking positively about it, of course, you draw it closer to you. Now, this is the issue that most people fall into. So some people don't necessarily incorporate positive emotions with their desires, meaning they just say it all drab, monotone. They're not seeing themselves collecting those checks, or walking to the mailbox and seeing a bunch of checks in the mail. They're not emotionalizing getting multiple keys at the closing table because they bought their first multifamily property. They're not having feelings of gratitude and appreciation and of abundance when it comes to negotiating a deal with a partner and closing on a big multifamily property. So as a result of not doing that, they fall short. Now the other issue is this. They emotionalize the negative. Meaning they might have affirmations, visualizations towards things they want. They might do it twice a day. First thing when they wake up, last thing when they go to sleep. But during the day, they're always thinking about the things that go wrong, and they emotionalize that. Such as they get an unexpected bill in the mail, right? Let's say this is a bill. They get an unexpected bill in the mail, and they emotionalize that. Man, I can never get ahead. It's like every time I take a step forward, I gotta take 2 steps back. Man, it's like this unexpected stuff always happens to me. Man, and they emotionalize it. And guess what? They attract more of it. So it's like they're doing themselves a disservice because they're not using their emotions, their feelings strategically. So I implore you, if you're into the law of attraction stuff, if not, that's cool. But if you're really trying to scale to the next level, it's this and it's this. These two have to be aligned. Positive thinking, positive feeling towards the goals and desires that you want. And here's the second reason, again, it relates to the mindset. I'm not sure about your upbringing, but you could have been in a situation where you grew up in poverty or maybe humble beginnings. You grew up around lack, right? Family members, friends, school systems, your whole environment was lack. Whether you had to eat cereal with water, whether you had, not to paint a miserable picture for you, roaches in the cereal box, whether your lights always got cut off, your phone got cut off, you going to school with lint in your hair because you got to sleep on the floor, you have no beds, never get no new clothes for Christmas, so you got to try to repurpose clothes you haven't worn in a while on the first day of school, so that way it looks like you got a new outfit for Christmas, you know, things like that, you know, things that people experience, right? And as a result of being around that, it can be deep within your subconscious mind of lack, right? To the point that when you try to get to that next level in real estate investing, you tend to hit a roadblock. You tend to not progress into abundance simply because your subconscious mind believes that it must remain in lack. Because there's pretty much three phases to growth, or three positions where people's lot in life is financially. They're in not enough, just enough, or more than enough. So you might have started out in not enough. That's lack, okay, in poverty. And you might have witnessed that, okay, I'm gonna try my best to work hard to get to that next level in real estate. But if you still have that lack mentality in your subconscious, it's going to prevent you from even getting to just enough. Or even if you did try to work hard and you might be talented, extremely smart, you might just get to that point of just enough. And it doesn't matter what you do, you just constantly get just enough. But in order to get to that next level of abundance, more than enough, you have to shift your mindset. It's a different playing game. Totally different. You have to think about things differently when you occupy an abundance mindset, such as collaboration. People with a lack mindset, they think that in order to become successful, in order to get to that next level, they have to do everything themselves. They had to be the CEO to the janitor of their real estate investing business. They had to sweep the front porch, they got to change the locks, they got to evict tenants, they got to save up the money themselves to invest in the property, they got to find deals themselves. They're doing everything under the sun. That's a lack mindset. So as a result, their results are slow, if not minimal. However, when you have an abundance mentality, you think that, hey, the world is my oyster. There is an abundance of people that want to help me to get to that next level. So who can I reach out to? What teams do I need to help me accomplish these goals? So that way, not only do I win, not only do I get to that next level, not only do I get compensated, get paid, but so do they. And fairly so. Because we all win together. I'm not just focused on this one slice of pie. This pie is so huge, we all can get a slice. So let me incorporate a bunch of people, get some teams in place to help me get to that next level. And it all boils down to a scarcity lack mindset. Now, that was just one example, but there's many. So you definitely have to overcome that. Now, I do have a video recommendation for you that talks a lot about the mindset and so forth. And it's one of my podcast episodes, so I definitely want you to check it out. So just check the link below in the description to learn more. Now, here's the third mindset shift that needs to be made. You have a money thermostat, right? And you might be thinking, huh? Well, it's like this. Have you ever noticed where independent of the conditions, whether it's hot or cold outside, if you set your temperature on your thermostat, assuming it works, right? If you set the temperature on your thermostat to 75 degrees, if it's cold outside, what's going to come on automatically? The heating system, right? Now, if it's hot outside, let's say it's 90 degrees outside, what's going to come on if your thermostat set at 75? You guessed it. The AC, the air conditioner, automatically is going to come on. It may fluctuate the thermostat a tad. It might go to 74, 76. It might fluctuate based upon the outside conditions of what's going on externally that you cannot control. However, internally, inside of this unit, it will normalize to 75 because you set it there. Similarly, the same thing happens, that's analogous by the way, to what happens to you financially. So you might be an experienced real estate investor. And you may be experienced with doing duplexes to quadplexes. You can do that all night long in your sleep, right? Night and day. You know them things like the back of your hand, which is great. However, your thermostat in regard to getting to that next level, or your thermostat in regards to acquiring units, might be a certain number. You're just focused on 2 units, 4 units max. You know, that you can tolerate. It's like going from 75 to 76. Okay, I can tolerate that 1 degree change, but if it was 5 or 10 degrees change, I don't know, I could really feel it. I can feel that difference. So you might be in that same situation. You're comfortable with the 2 unit, 4 unit, but if you get the 10 unit, oh man, I'm kind of uncomfortable now. I don't know if I can deal with this. So what happens? When you even consciously, you try to work hard to get to that next level, from 2 unit, let's say, to a 10 unit. Consciously you try, but subconsciously your thermostat's like, oh no bro, oh no girl, that thermostat is set to 75. That thermostat is set to 2 units. It's set to a triplex. It's set to a quad, not to multifamily. So you know what? We gotta turn up this heat. We gotta have you sweating bullets. We gotta have you feeling nervous about acquiring this deal. And as a result of that pressure and those feelings I just discussed, and that heat, you say, oh no, if it's too hot in the kitchen, you gotta get out. You know, it's too hot to handle. So you know what? Let me try to think of a way to back out of this deal. And you know what? I'll mask my fear and my anxiety through analysis. I'll do analysis paralysis. I'll analyze everything from the roof to the crawl space to financials. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll be as nitpicky as possible on this deal. And guess what happens? The deal falls through. And then your subconscious mind is like, yes, we lowered the heat back to what we set it at, which was a duplex. Feels great. So what you have to do, my friend, even though you try to do these things consciously, is all the subconscious. The subconscious, that's akin to your heart. That's why you see me pointing here for feelings, emotions. It's your heart, your core, your belief system. And so what we have to do as people, as real estate investors, when we're trying to scale up to that next level, we have to tackle this because this is so important. Now I do have another video recommendation for you that also discusses about thinking, positive thinking and feelings. Just check the link below to learn more. And also, I have a training for you, right? A free training. So if you're interested in scaling, if you're interested in getting to that next level in real estate, using creative financing, entertaining other markets, and so forth, I definitely want you to check out this thing here that I have for you, this free training. So make sure you check the link below in the description to learn more. As always, this is to your success. Continue to earn passively, live passionately.